In 1913, temperatures here reached 134 degrees Fahrenheit, which remains to this day the hottest recorded temperature on Earth. What makes Death Valley a truly daunting landscape for humans is this: a seemingly endless expanse of flat, cracked earth that covers more than 200 square miles. It's known as Badwater Basin. The floor of this valley is actually salt that drained down from the surrounding mountains and then dried up here. The patterns the dried salt makes are virtually untouched by humans or machines and are one of the wonders of America's national parks. And they're constantly changing.
The Danakil Desert is located in the northeastern part of Ethiopia, as well as in parts of Eritrea and Djibouti. It is one of the hottest and driest places on Earth, with temperatures reaching up to 50 degrees Celsius 122 degrees Fahrenheit and very little rainfall. The landscape is characterized by salt flats, volcanoes, geysers, and colorful mineral formations. Despite its harsh conditions, the Danakil Desert is home to several resilient species of plants and animals, including camels, hyenas, and several species of birds.
The golden lancet senses prey through heat detectors on its head. In the cool of the rain, warm birds are easier to find. Queimada Grande, or Snake Island, is home to the golden lancehead. Its venom is up to 5 times more potent than its mainland relative. If a bitten bird manages to fly off, it will never be found. Resident birds know to avoid the snakes.
In 1946, the US military set off a nuclear bomb underwater to see what would happen, and it went very badly. You see, the Navy was trying to analyze and prove that United States warships could survive a nuclear blast. So they lowered a bomb 90 feet in the water and anchored about 90 ships over it in various distances. The LSM-60 landing ship was right above the bomb, but it disappeared in a split second. The explosion was so massive that LSM-60 was literally vaporized by the nuclear fireball. 9 ships were sunk immediately, and the rest were seriously damaged by extreme radiation. They were left to sink in paradise because the United States Navy could not decontaminate them.
And I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree.
Icon is an extraordinary accomplishment, and it can create a memory of a lifetime. But Half Dome is an extremely challenging hike, and it can be dangerous. You must be prepared in order to have a safe and enjoyable hike.
And the cables themselves became electrified. My metal frame pack began shocking me. People's hair began to stand up on end, and the fear in my gut grew very rapidly. I think that experience really opened my eyes to how dangerous Half Dome can be and how serious the threat of weather is.
Most deaths and injuries on Half Dome have happened when the rock is wet. So check the weather before you hike. In the summer, mornings can be deceptively clear and warm, but in the afternoon, cold rain and lightning can quickly move in. The hike begins along the Mist Trail, which follows the Merced River up hundreds of steps to the top of Vernal Fall. This section alone keeps the Yosemite Search and Rescue Team busy each summer with injured knees and ankles.
The Search and Rescue Team responds to about 100 incidents each year along the Half Dome Trail. We see a lot of situations that are caused by people slipping simply because they're not wearing appropriate footwear. And along the trail, there are several spots where the rock is guaranteed to be wet and slippery.
So make sure you wear hiking shoes with good traction. Tennis shoes are not good enough. After you reach the top of day hikes that you're likely to encounter in a national park, it's a 14-mile round trip and gains nearly 5,000 feet in elevation. This is more than double the distance and elevation gain as most difficult hikes in Yosemite. Plus, it requires a mountaineering component at the end, climbing the cables. If you have an intense fear of heights, the cables will present a great challenge to you. Keep in mind that most people need 12 hours to hike to the top of Half Dome and back before dark. So start this hike at dawn or just before.